Alright, so not everyone's going to be expecting a typical high school crush story or something like that, but today it's going to be something a bit different.
So we've all been in that situation where we've gone to an event and it's not what we expected and we just don't want to be there.
So today we're going to be talking about a time this happened to us, and yeah, so this is our story. Our story sets off in Hangzhou, and this is back when we were in our study abroad program in China.
2 years ago, 2014.
And yeah, this is a memorable moment in our lives again, which we'll never forget.
We have a lot of memorable moments, yeah.
Alright, we're going to give you a backstory upon what happened. So, our friends left to the mountains for a few days, and us being really cheap, we decided not to go.
Yeah, all about that saving money life. No, that's not even funny.
The day after our friends left, we were invited by some people to go to karaoke, and to be honest, we didn't know these people very well. They were from the advanced Chinese class, and we were beginner level.
Yeah.
Pretty much what happened was that we felt really uncomfortable going.
Last time I went to karaoke with like a bunch of people that didn't speak the same language as me, they wanted to sing heaps of Chinese songs, so like it'd be like us singing English and then like those guys that come in and like they'd get the Chinese songs on and like,
and then you wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, I would just be like, I'd try like, I get like some of the words, like 1 every 4 words, and then like, yeah.
You'd be like, "Wo ni."
Yeah. Exactly, yeah, it's like,
alright.
it wasn't a good experience, yeah.
Shaun and I, we kept giving each other looks because we weren't really, we were kind of not sure whether we can go, right? We were just like,
hesitant, yeah.
We were just kind of looking at each other like, should we go or not? And then, yeah, so and we ended up kind of reluctantly walking to the train station with them, even though we didn't want to go. In our minds, we had a lot of cons. I mean, firstly, we wanted to save money. That's why we didn't go to the mountains with our friends.
Definitely.
Secondly,
we don't want to sing, I don't want to sing Chinese songs, as mentioned earlier. Yeah.
And then also, we just thought we'd feel left out. I mean, we were just with a bunch of people we didn't really know.
Yeah, we didn't really know them, and you know, karaoke's more for like a bonding session with your friends and stuff, so...
Yeah, so that was pretty much why we didn't really want to go. And in terms of...
Lovely people though, but...
in terms of why we actually wanted the pros of going,
yeah, we just didn't want the data.
So eventually, as can be seen, the cons outweighed the pros. Only 3 cons and 1 pro. So naturally, we decided to ditch. And
yeah, well, you guys know us. Like, we love our planning.
And we decided to plan an escape route.
Alright, so Charn's gone home, so I'll be taking over for this part of the segment. Okay, so this is what happened. Excuse our drawings, by the way, and the camera placement is slightly off. But yeah, don't mind that. Anyway, that's supposed to be a train. And we'd get to the train station, and we were meant to plan to create some distance between us and the main group, as you can see. I even remember, like, I pretended to tie my shoelaces, so then we would actually create more distance between us and the main group. Okay, so instead of following the group and going to karaoke, we decided to make a wrong turn, and then we would text them, "Oh, sorry guys, we took the wrong turn. It's too hard to go back. We'll meet you guys back at the college." But of course, not everything always goes to plan. Okay, so what actually happened was, we did take the wrong way, but before we were in the clear, one guy notices us, and he shouts for us. He's telling us, "Yeah, you guys are going the wrong way," so we had to go back. And to make things worse, he actually stood behind us for the rest of the trip, so we didn't get lost. So yeah, that was a fail.
Alright, so we ended up just getting on the train anyway. At this point, we felt really defeated. Like, we didn't really know what to do, and like, we kind of just had to go with it, even though we didn't really want to go.
Yeah, and it made me want to leave even more, pretty much. Like,
we were just kind of just standing there on the train.
It's like, we've already tried to escape, and yeah,
and we've kind of done everything we could, and this guy kept on fucking over our...
Great guy though.
Yeah, so a couple train stops kept going by, and then eventually we decided, that's it. And we talked to one of the girls, who, one of the advanced Chinese girls, and we told her, we're just gonna go because we're not down for it anymore.
She tried to convince us to stay. She's like, "Yeah, you guys would have a good time." No, we're not buying
it. There's no way we're gonna have a good time though. So as we were obviously getting closer and closer to the destination, the stops kept going by. We eventually just came to one stop, and we thought, like, screw it, we'll have to
Yeah.
bolt out at
This
this
is
stop.
it. All or nothing. All or nothing.
Or we were gonna have to commit to staying with these guys the entire night. So as the doors were getting closer and closer, we were frantically thinking of what should we do? Were we gonna do it, or were we not going to? This is it. We ran for it. We ran as fast as we could through that door without looking back.
I just remember like the funniest bit was that like they they all thought that we got off at the wrong stop. So when we got off, we couldn't hear anything, but we turned around and they're all so shocked.
We sort of looked back, and especially there was one girl in particular who literally shouted out in the carriage of a train. I literally heard her shout out, "We're going off the wrong stop." It wasn't that specifically, but it was like at that moment I felt so embarrassed and bad.
I'm pretty sure we we pretended we didn't know them.
We pretended we didn't know them. We just kept walking without looking back. We were just like, fuck, like. So I think we've all come to a point in our lives where we've kind of been trapped in a situation or an awkward moment we want to get out of. You know, whether it be an awkward conversation, awkward date, first date. As cliche as it sounds, it's pretty okay to say no sometimes. You don't have to always be kind of peer pressured or forced to go, even if you don't want to. You know, not to say that going out of your comfort zone is bad. Sometimes it's good to kind of meet new people.
I think people are scared of being judged, especially if it's like someone you don't know.
Yeah.
And like you think that like you'd rather have a crap time, go to something and not look like a dickhead, but then like in the end I think like people are actually more understanding than that. So I think it's actually just better to be honest.
Sometimes a simple no can just be suffice, and some people understand. They know that you don't want to go.
Yeah.
They know that you kind of might feel awkward because you might not know everyone there. It's not just you always have to say no to kind of please them. It's totally okay to just say no sometimes. Well, I guess a lot of you must be wondering what happens next. We already came this far and we didn't really want our friends to come back and realize we did kind of shit all in this trip. What happens next? You guys can find out next time.